You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Come on in. Good to have you here today. Join me in my studio. Someday if you're in town, maybe I'll bring you in my studio and show you. It's kind of cool. People who have seen it are like, man, this is awesome. I said, yes, welcome to my habitat, my success habitat. I spend a lot of time in a studio because it gives me a chance to do what I do to help you do what you do. And it's awesome. We're going to talk about your success habitat today and how you should position yourself to be there. Or, I'll make it easy to get what you want. How's that? Deal? You got it. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. The positive boost you need every single day, because life does begin with when you move. There's no doubt about that. The action principle has never failed anybody. Well, okay, it has. It has. Yeah, life begins. There's no doubt about it. The action principle has absolutely failed people. Why? Because it depends on the action you're taking. It's so easy to stay busy for years and years and years and never get exactly what you want. I mentioned yesterday, my thought that transformation is ick. I don't like transformation. I just want to think about what I want and then have it. Wouldn't that be great? Instant gratification? That's what it is. So the way you get instant gratification is when you think about what you want, you take action, but you take that step is going to get you there. And that becomes the problem. Which one's going to do that? That takes a little bit of time, and that's what we do here in this show, to give you some ideas to move forward that way. How are you? My name is Scott Smith, founder and chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. A little raspy, the end of my year. End of the year after doing, almost 260 shows a year. It's the end of the year. A lot of talking, a lot of parties, a lot of getting together, a lot of friendship out there, a lot of fellowship out there. And man, you can hear it in my voice today, but I'm happy to be here as well. I'm on Instagram. Have you checked me out yet? It's building slowly. A couple of reels over there, some shorts all over the place, doing the YouTube thing as well. If you are on Instagram, just go to Get Scott Logic and follow me there. If you like my Scott Logic email, go to motivationtomove.com and grab it there. It's awesome. You're going to love that. I really enjoy writing it for you, and thank you for the comments coming back from it. It really is cool to see. So I mentioned yesterday something about comfort zone, didn't I? Remember that? I mentioned getting out of your comfort zone. Now, I'm not a huge fan of comfort zone. What? You're not a fan of Comfort zone? No, I should say I'm not a fan of getting out of my comfort zone. Are you? I love to be out of my comfort zone. No, you don't. Maybe you've gotten used to it a little bit. The only reason to be out of a comfort zone is to get back in your comfort zone. Does that make sense? That's a little Scott logic for you. Seriously. Nobody wants to live out of their comfort zone all the time, but you need to get out of your comfort zone to succeed, right? Have you heard that? Maybe a few times in your life? You need to get out of your comfort zone to succeed. Well, thankfully, that's silly advice. And I've only accepted it a couple of times in my life. And I wouldn't say I liked every second of it. In fact, I would say probably I didn't. Why? Because it was uncomfortable. I know it's silly simple. I always ran right back to what made me comfortable as soon as I could. And I've never told anybody to leave their comfort zone. But Scott, isn't getting out of your comfort zone exactly how you get what you want? There's about 1,000 life coaches right now getting ready to call me up and argue with me. And I'm right, so you're not going to win this conversation. What you want to do is you want to expand your comfort zone a little bit because it's more comfortable in your comfort zone. Isn't that where you want to be? Don't get me wrong. I firmly believe you should continually be expanding the limits of your comfort zone to grow into the next chapter of your life. Can't sit there doing what you've always done, because if you just sit there and do nothing, staying in your comfort zone, it's going to get uncomfortable eventually. That's just being truthful about life. Things are going to change around you if you don't do anything. I think you should be pushing your boundaries. I think you should be pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone until you'll feel that bubble around you start to burst. You're getting into a bit of a fear zone, they call it. I don't know who calls it that, but I saw a thing with a circle around it one day. Here's comfort zone, here's fear zone. Somebody drew a circle and put words in it, but it feels like that, right? When you push beyond your comfort zone, it gets a little scary. So why do I believe that you shouldn't really be out of your comfort zone? Why do I believe it so strongly? Well, because I firmly believe that you will never perform to your full potential if you are not comfortable in your situation. You won't perform if you're not comfortable in your environment. You won't perform to your full potential if your skill set is not something you're comfortable with. And I could probably go on and on and on, just about anything else. Did you hear what I said? You're never going to perform at your top if you're scared to death. Yes, a little nerves rattling inside you is a good thing. That's expanding your comfort zone a little bit. That's knowing you got this, knowing you're good at it. Got your skill set up, you're in the environment you love to do, the situation is perfect. Maybe you're being pressured beyond what you like. That's okay. It keeps you awake, keeps you excited, keeps you moving forward. But if you're in a place right now where you're continually out of your comfort zone, I think there's two things. Either you're not where you're supposed to be and you're never going to get it, and that happens. Sometimes we stumble into things that just don't fit us, right? Or you're passing through and learning and getting the skill set that you need, and you're still kind of expanding. You haven't quite arrived yet. That's the grind we talk about a lot of times, just to get what we want, just grinding through it until, what do? We return back to our comfort zone. Yeah, you will do things that scare you occasionally, right? That's okay to do that. But do you really want to be scared all the time? I don't want to be scared all the time. You're only going to grow when the drama goes away and you return to that place of clarity and comfort. From there, anything can happen. So the other day, I'm talking to my daughter on the phone, and I said, "What's going on?" Chat a little bit. I text her sometimes, but she's a millennial. I like to drive her crazy and give her a phone call and see if she answered. It's even better to leave her a voicemail. That's more fun. Anyway, I was chatting with her and asked her what the boys were doing, her kids, other than driving her crazy. And she kind of made me smile. She said, "Oh, well, they've been working really hard." She's a homeschool teacher, and they were working really, really hard. They kind of hit the wall. So she said, "I released them to their native habitat to get back to themselves." Native habitat. Never heard her say those words before. And if you get to know me, you know I hear words like that and I start thinking. I said, "What is the meaning of you releasing them to their native habitat?" "Oh, they're in the backyard digging up worms. They're happy and I'm happy." I guess the only question I have for you, when I think about your native habitat and I think about your comfort zone and where you're comfortable, what's your version of digging up worms? I guess that's my only question I have for you. From that day forward, whenever I want to grow beyond where I am today, you're going to hear me say, I need to get back to my native habitat so I can get things moving. For me, digging up worms is usually riding a motorcycle or something like that, playing at the beach. Sometimes my wife even is happy because it's going to the gym. That makes her very happy. Do what you do in a way that makes you feel like you. The rest will take care of itself. And if ever you meet me in person and I walk up to you and out of the blue I say, so, what do you do when you're doing you? What's your answer going to be? I'm waiting. So tomorrow we're going to slow down and speed up. Every time I say that, I have a client. His name is Chip. Chip's going to hear this today, and he's going to know exactly what I'm saying. When I say you got to slow down and speed up, Chip is going to give me a quick 30-second lecture about why he believes it so much. And we'll talk not about him tomorrow, but about why you should believe it as well, and why slowing down is how you actually get what you want. I'll see you at Facebook. It's been sort of busy over there. A lot of folks having a good time. Really nice group of people. We're growing every single day. Been doing that group now 2 years. If you're into Facebook, go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. You'll find us there to redirect you over that place. And Instagram, we're there these days as well. Get Scott Logic on Instagram. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.